I was in high school, this is true. I love piano so much. I love piano so much that I love playing one note. Let me say that again. I love playing one note. When I was in high school, I remember... We all remember looking at the clock in high school and just thinking about, counting down the minutes till class was over, and subsequently what we would do after school. And I remember thinking, while everyone was thinking about the party that weekend, my parents never let me out of the house, so I didn't go to any parties. But while everyone else was thinking about parties, or about the whatever, or playing video games after school or whatever, all I was thinking about was the piano. Because I had this exercise that I would do every day. I would go home, I would walk in the door, and between the hours of 1:30, I got home. See, I had basketball practice I didn't have PE, so I finished school at 1:30, and then I had basketball practice at 4:30. And between the hours of 1:30 and 2:30, there was no one home. My dad worked in the office. He had an office actually above the garage, across the yard. So he wasn't in the house. And my mom would teach she was a middle school math teacher. She would teach there until 2:30. So for about an hour, I'd be alone in the house. And it would be the first time all day that I would have real silence. And I would sit down at the piano every day. The first thing I would do is just play one note. And I would listen to it until it was gone. Every day. And I would listen to it until it's completely gone. And a lot of times you end up sitting there for a whole minute, especially when it's really quiet and there's no AC on. You can hear the piano ring for a minute, okay? Now, when you do that every day, something starts to happen. It was such an amazing thing to just listen to it and just hear that ring for as long as possible. And it's so quiet, so serene. No other sound, complete silence. Couldn't do this in LA probably. It's too loud. In San Diego, though, it's quiet. So now, after doing that every day for 100 days or 200, 300, 1,000 days or whatever, because I used to do it every day, okay? After a while, I'm at school, I'm literally thinking to myself, man, this is real. I think this is the heaviest thing I have ever said on the stream. Now, I probably shouldn't introduce it that way because I might underwhelm some people, but I think this is the heaviest thing I've ever said on the stream because I think it's my whole concept of music is this. I remember sitting in school and looking up at that clock, and it's 1:15 or whatever, and I'm counting down the minutes, and I'm literally thinking to myself, man, I can't wait to get home. I wonder what note I'm going to choose. Maybe I should choose an E flat. Or what about F sharp? A would be nice. Or if I hit that low B, a little more than an octave below middle C, if I hit that note, that might be really nice. Now, that's how much you gotta love this game, dude. Because then what happens is, and I'll just demonstrate. What happens is this. You start to play the instrument like that. Well, number one, that's just passion for the game. That's why I think it's an important thing. Because you're just thinking about it all the time. You're just thinking about it. And then the other thing is, when you play every note like that, you just cherish every note. And then you play multiple notes at the same time, check it out, dude. Check it out. Gotta turn off the AC for a little bit. So I'd come home and I would do this, right? I'd go. Then after a while, I'll play another one. And the idea is that if you really cherish the instrument and every single note that you play, you know, and try to play with touch, dude. Just if we're talking about piano specifically, you know, that's how you play the thing, dude. So anyway, back to my original point, one note can do it. You know, one note. And then more on a broad thing, the heavy thing I was talking about, which is like, if you can appreciate the small things about whatever you do, whether it's piano, whether it's basketball, whether it's chess, those are my 3 favorite things, whether it's, if you want to be a painter or writer, whatever. If you really love the small shit, like you really love it, like you think about it when you're that high school kid or whatever the metaphor can mean, but like you're a high school kid sitting in class doing the thing that you don't want to do and thinking about just the most boring parts of the thing that you love is infinitely more fulfilling and exhilarating than whatever that boring thing is, the thing that isn't your passion. You know, that's the name of the game.